thought he was just a burnt guy.
He's a burnt guy. He's a bartender.
Are you being racist right now?
Tex, he uses fire abilities, you goddamn god!
Deadlock is a game that is quickly rising in popularity right now, and I personally have found it really addicting. It's a game that is built on the foundations of a MOBA with basic third-person hero shooter elements. There are many characters with varying abilities and attributes with varying degrees of complexity. Some characters are very easy to understand and usually have a very high skill setting that would take somebody thousands of hours to master, while other characters have a little more nuance with the kit and take a more advanced approach on different situations than most others would expect. Then you just have full-on terrorists. Point is, you're bound to find something in this game that you'll find enjoyable and fun, and you too can fall into this pit where you're spiraling between feeling like an absolute fucking god, feeling like the weakest link in your team but somehow winning, babysitting folks that make you question how they even manage to turn on their computer, let alone get up from bed, or just getting your sorry backside manhandled by a bunch of bitchless, fatherless, motherless, siblingless, grassless, jobless, rectal lobotomites.
Bro, what am I going to do? There's no...
This game has it all. If you know me and how I prefer to play these types of games, the first thing I would gravitate towards is learning how to play as a support role or a support character. That usually includes picking characters that have some built-in healing abilities and, glossing over items that can help in the healing endeavors. Little did I know that this game is a lot more complex than my little support brain expected. The first game that I tried in terms of playing support is Dynamo. If I remember correctly, I built more specifically into his third ability and just got like healing boosters and healing items and not much else. I mainly just played passively and helping my teammates stay alive, and good lord, did I get manhandled, and not in a fun way. They were really giving my behind the business, man. Like, let me tell you, it was, oh my god. It was made to me so clearly right away that this game was beyond my initial understanding, and that I really need to go out of my way to fully understand how this game actually works. The next character I managed to play in terms of support was McGinnis. Obviously, I built into the second ability that is a healing ability, but I also sought other ways to support and help my teammates. I glossed over items a little bit more. I looked into it a little more in depth and tried to get like a general understanding of what I should be doing instead of just like what I did before as Dynamo, making use as much as I can with her second ability, which again is like a circle of healing thing. But of course, I tried to use her other abilities as effectively as possible. I snagged a couple of good, well-placed and timed walls, and I threw out sentries like they were fucking candy. I don't remember exactly if we won that game or not, but I didn't really care. I was having fun. And that was the whole point. When I first started actually playing this game, the Doorman was the latest character to be released or voted in, and I was hammering to get Paige to be the next voted unlock. I knew instantly that she was going to be like a support-oriented character or have some like support-oriented builds or like playstyle or kit. But before that, Doorman was a character that I wanted to get into more, and he's a lot of fun. He's really, really fun. I'm not the smartest when it comes to his door placements, and I'm not the smartest when it comes to choosing who to banish with his ultimate, but it's still a really fun character to play, even if you're just like doing like whatever, like if you're building into his like DPS and spirit, or building into his doors and maneuvering around and just basically roaming as much as possible. It's really fun. I think it's pretty obvious that I really, really enjoy playing Doorman. It's really, really fun. I mean, I got a commission of my persona cosplaying as Doorman. I really love it. Though, whenever I do play Doorman, I always go like a spirit DPS. I built into the call bell and the cart. I'm actually really bad at claiming like final hits or kills, but I still managed to get a lot of assists, and that's still a really big deal, honestly. Like, even if it's just an assist, it's still like a helpful thing. While the Doorman can be played heavily into support, considering his kit has a lot of utility, I'm a bit of a dumbass, and like I said before, I'm not really too smart when it comes to how do I place my doors, how I pick who to banish. But it's still something I try to explore anyways, and I have before. I tried to like build more into like a support oriented, like instead of like being like pure damage with his bells, I try to go for like bells that apply a lot of debuffs, and having doorways that like help the team like roam around a little more, and or built into that barrier that he gets in his tier 2 upgrade. which is a really good thing, by the way. Getting a barrier just by going through, even if it's like just like side to side the doors, you can potentially give your whole team like a free barrier just out of nowhere, like right off the bat. And I think that should be used a lot more. I think people should really take advantage of whenever you see like a doorman have a tier 2 upgrade on his doors, really try to take advantage of that and really try to like tell your team, hey, the door gives you barriers, please take advantage of that. It is definitely a lot to think about. When Paige came out though, oh my goodness gracious, oh my glorious Dolores, Paige is really fun on release, really fun. A couple of minor problems that was fixed later on, but still fun nonetheless. She has some really interesting crowd control abilities, a barrier that can boost weapon damage, which can be used to force a strong push, or you can use it defensively as well if you want. Her ult though, oh my goodness gracious, it is so fucking funny. I can't imagine the face people be making when I am tossed into a corner or I lose somebody when they're low health and I just unleash a parade of goons from within my pockets and stun their ass or just straight up finish them off. It leaves them speechless, defenseless, ass up and exposed. Like I'm really giving these motherfuckers the business from an obtuse angle. I'm sorry, I keep saying that phrase. I don't know why I find it so funny. The business. And like I said, if it kills them off right off the bat, that's a massive W right there. I've yet to get an actual snipe from across the map with the ult. I did get like some good like snipes that are like not too far, but they're still like, it's not map wide though. I did manage to hit a teammate with the ult from map wide and get like a huge heal off of that. So that's cool. Like I shit you not, Paige's ult is just straight up goofy as fuck and can be so powerful. And you combine that with Refresher, let me tell you, it's gonna rain pain on them gains, brother. I eventually gave this game a break, and every so often I get the urge to play again, or I want to get back into it. But there are just other things that like I already want to do. Like I already have like a bunch of, like I already have my rotation full, you know. It was largely Marvel Rivals has taken up a lot of my playtime throughout 2025, among like, as well as, you know, World of Warcraft, of course. But even then, I took a massive break from that too. I will say, a side note though, like I came back randomly to World of Warcraft, just like out of nowhere, because I had a sudden urge to play it again. And hello, Legion Remix, what the fuck is this? But that's besides the point. Recently, when the latest major update for Deadlock was shadow dropped like your average mail from your local event dealer, I got a real good look at the new characters and I was like, bro. I took a special interest into a particular little rat.
No, I missed!
I got you! I got you!
Oh, she died! She died! She died!
What the fuck, dude? You should not have won that!
I got you!
Oh my god!
I think we get the video!
Our enemies lie broken and defeated.
Even Ram's on a kill streak.
Yeah, I instantly knew Ram was going to be like a support-oriented character, and I instantly knew this motherfucker was going to be our new main. Well, he was the first one to be voted in, unsurprisingly, and lo and behold, he is my child, my star, my little demon, my pookie wookie baby that I will protect with my life and the life of others, willing or otherwise. Rem is literally the perfect character for me, like unironically. His abilities and overall playstyle is actually so much fun for me to play. I mean, surely it has nothing to do with the fact he's a little rat creature with good support capabilities and offers fun offensive options if I'm in the mood. I have a type when it comes to support characters in these types of games, as you can tell. Point is, rat gameplay. I haven't even gone into the items this game offers for a support playstyle. My goodness. So it goes without saying, there aren't really direct archetypes or roles these characters fall into. There's no specific roles at all. Every character can play into pretty much any possible way, though some characters excel in specific roles better than others, obviously. You can play tanky with characters like Abrams, Mo and Krill, or Kelvin, who tend to have a big health pool by mid-game and late game especially, and usually benefit really greatly from items that are in the quote-unquote green category, which is called the vitality category. I will go more into depth in a different video about the items, but that's until the next video. However, you can easily play these characters in a completely different way. You can be a full-on DPS and mow down the enemy team with pure raw damage. The same with quote-unquote support characters like Rem, Paige, or Dorman even. Viscous, Dynamo, and McGinnis. I don't know why I forgot the name. It's very common for Rem players to build into his pillow and massive damage with it. Hence the joke that Rem has been filling his bricks. Oh my god. Hence the joke that Rem has been filling his pillow with bricks and other deadly substances that should have been banned for use in war. Like I mentioned prior, the Doorman can be a powerful spirit-based DPS as well as make use of his abilities during doing mass burst damage and potentially causing multiple stuns in one move. Especially when enemies are bundled together, which is not exactly a common thing, but it's not exactly a rare thing either. Or in another way, a plain doorman is building into gun and blasting away. You can definitely do that. I have tried it a couple times. I didn't go so well, but it was still pretty funny. For Paige, something I've done quite a bit before is build into melee, and the reason for that is because I found out her melee damage scales with spirit power, which in itself is just kind of wild. Hitting people with the power of hot, sexy werewolves or centaurs, because let's be honest, Paige absolutely reads those kinds of books. It may not score you a lot of victories nor any favors from your teammates, but it sure as hell fun is regardless. Flipping a character's expected playstyle and throwing off people's guard is honestly way more fun than it should be. I love the fact that you can do that. I love the fact that you have more creative freedom to how you play a character or how you do anything in general. Hell, I love it when games give you a lot of like freedom and creativity to put into how you play the game. Like the skill expression is through the roof in this game. It's one of the reasons why I love Paladins so much. Paladins gives you a lot of freedom to build into whatever kind of playstyle you want, regardless of what character you're playing. If you're playing a character in a certain way that already has the capabilities of performing that well in that playstyle, then it makes it even more fun and better. I will go a little more in depth of each character that I personally have a lot of fun playing in separate videos. Mainly the Doorman, Paige, and Rem. Those are the ones that I've locked in terms of support or just playing the game in general. But I am also gonna like go over like other characters that I have played in terms of support, but just not really. I'm just not really that good at the game enough to really utilize those characters like well enough, you know? Like it's not that I'm bad like necessarily at being support in these characters. It's just that I don't have as much fun, and a couple of their abilities I'm not smart enough to really effectively utilize, you know? And in some cases like McGinnis especially, a little more complex than I would like personally, but it's not that bad. Those characters are Dynamo, Ivy, Viscous, McGinnis, and what the baby guys, what?